Welcome back. You're listening to A Moment of Xen. I'm your host, Zen Sands. In our Brain Blueprint Express segment brought to you by the Melillo Centers, Dr. Lynn Mancinelli discusses her son's remarkable brain balancing journey thanks to the incredible Dr. Robert Melillo.
I had a baby at 42 years old. I'm a chiropractor. I knew him before I had a baby. And I always knew that he had a practice that was thriving and that he had a children's program in it. But because I didn't have a child, I really never looked into it. And then when I finally did have a baby, I saw that there's definitely some things I needed to fix about my baby. I looked into his work and I found the Disconnected Kids book. And when I read it, it was just exactly my child. It was my whole pregnancy and developmental journey that he wrote about, basically. And he came to my house when my child was 3 and told me about this brain balancing model. And I just wasn't there. I just didn't understand it. I didn't spend enough time learning it and really letting that be my Bible. And I let many years go by with doing the OT model and the special ed model and the IEP model and the smaller classroom model, and hoping that they were going to be changing his brain and catching him up so he can be more regulated and be more less sensitive to his environment, because his environment was eating him up. Everything was too loud, too bright, too much for him, and he would get overloaded and melt down. And he was a very happy kid, but he was very, very sensitive to his environment all the time, and he was a lot. And he was like raising a little lion. Like, he was just had lots of energy and definitely wasn't able to regulate as often as he should have been able to. And then finally, I brought him at age 8 to Brain Balance, and it changed my life. It changed his life. It changed the skin that he was in. It changed his school environment, his friendships environments, his learning environment. It just made him all the things that he was capable of being. And he was just more grounded, more regulated. And so my goal was to fix him, to actually help him have the life that I could give him, and make sure that the environments weren't eating him up, that he was able to eat up every environment. And it began with balancing his right hemisphere, and slowly but surely it started just bringing out the child that I know was in there, and he was able to enjoy the life I was able to give him. And my goal was to always fix his brain so his processing speed was working for him, not against him, and to get him off of an IEP. The reason I'm telling this story is because I'm so excited that he got declassified. There's this big IEP that he no longer needs, and it's all from Dr. Melillo. And he's been really such a miracle worker for so many families, and I own Brain Balance now because of him. And I love helping other families and other moms and dads.